sisters with me.
Good one too.
Right? That's a good one.
Yeah,
It's like the barbecue field to go with our topic.
I was gonna say elevator music. This is so much more entertaining. Like I would stay on the elevator just for this.
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, y'all.
You are now tuned into the Ladies Night Radio Show. It's your girl, Mysterious Jax, coming to you live from the Good News studio. Also here with me are my beautiful co-hosts, the ladies.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Happy
hey.
Friday.
Hey, happy Friday.
We made it,
We
girl.
made
It felt like a long one, but we just had a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but it's good to be back. It's good to make it to
I
another
know
Friday.
you're excited because school's almost over for
Yes, hell yes. This is the second to last Friday of the school year.
you. Hey.
So, it's just a big achievement, y'all. Like it feels overwhelming sometimes, but I think if you take a moment, you're like, damn, I made it to Friday. Like I tell my kids, like, it's Friday, and they're like, well, all angry. And I'm like, no, but you made it. Like,
but you made it.
You made it.
Another week gone by.
Yes.
And then we've got to congratulate you, Mari, because you got into your master's program.
I did.
Shout out to Mari. What?
Hey.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. No, really.
That is exciting.
It's big news. I feel like it just feels good, just to keep growing and stuff. And sometimes you feel stagnant. It's nice,
Where are you going to be taking your master's program? Well, where is your master's program?
It's going to be a residency program. So the university's up in NorCal, but I will be doing most of my teaching residency here in LA. So
nice.
I'll still be here.
Hi.
Oh.
So Maria just walked in. Maria, just to give you guys a really quick story, Maria brought a bottle of wine, but no wine opener.
I have one in the car.
Oh,
girl, we're waiting on
but
you.
she went to go. She's like, I'm gonna find somebody to help me open this wine bottle, and it is one of our neighbors. Hi, neighbor. Where did she find you at?
She saw me walking
Oh
to
my
my house,
God.
and she said, "She's the one." I knew
saw her,
she's.
I was like, she's Latina. She's gonna know I come in peace. She's not gonna think
Oh
I'm
my
crazy.
gosh. And
I
you look
knocked on her
so
door.
wonderful. Happy Friday.
What made you trust this crazy girl right here?
Yeah.
and
It
let
can't
you
be
know
that
the weirdo?
Alabama shirt.
Well, my daughter says not this one, but she says in Alabama.
You just opened a wine bottle for a stranger.
I stepped outside and had a conversation with me. Told me to vote on
EE.
Oh yeah, it's on June 4th, I believe,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, voting.
It's our educational policy.
We have two people that work at a school, elementary. Oh, sorry, and you work at the middle school, Maria.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God. Well, thank you for joining us. What is your name?
My name is Miriam Flores, and I am a teacher also at Marina Early Education Center.
Hey! We just went live on air, so everybody here, you want to give a shout out to anybody while you're here, neighbor? We're your neighbor. How close are we to you?
Literally right here, this street. 2 houses on the
You
right
were gonna knock at people's houses, Maria?
Well, the first person didn't open, and I had seen her walk in her
my
house. I said, she's
God.
going to do it. And then I looked at the vibe of her
Do
house.
you
I was
guys
like,
see why we call her
yes.
Crazy Maria? Because
Yes.
she does crazy stuff like this. She's
We
going to
love
random
it.
people's houses just to open a bottle of wine.
What did I tell you it was for?
Oh my God. It's your last bottle of wine because you're going to go sober.
I didn't tell her that.
Oh,
I'm not drinking as a Monday.
as a Monday. Well,
She said it was for the Ladies' Night radio
yes,
show.
well,
and
welcome. This is the Good News Radio Studio.
Yes.
This is the Ladies Night Radio Show. And you never know what's going to happen. You
Never.
never know who's coming in. And shout out to our neighbor who lives 2 houses down from the Good News and opened the wine bottle for the ladies. Maria, you are so crazy, but I love it. She has great stories like this. Thank you for coming. You're
Yes.
more than welcome to hang out with us and chill. We're going to talk about barbecue etiquette and interracial dating. So those are the 2 topics for today.
But thank you so much for having me here, and you ladies have a wonderful evening.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
so
more than
much.
welcome to come
Yeah, she said
anytime.
y'all vote EE. So on the voting ballot, look it up.
Tell them what that is, Madi, since you know about that.
Wait, does you want to plug in the policy?
Did you want to talk about the policy?
EE for just a moment and just let the listeners know.
Oh, she left the stove on.
Oh, it's okay.
But at least we
No,
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
for
so
opening the bottle.
much. No, it's the black one at the bottom. The
So
handle.
on this
There you go.
measure, it's really to make sure that our students are getting more equitable approach at schools. So back when the teachers were striking for LAUSD, there was like a huge hold, and of course teachers were not wanting to work because they wanted certain demands met, and some of those demands included smaller class sizes and more counselors. So now that they're demands have been met, this next coming school year they're asking, I think, for like additional resources or like abilities to create funding on top of getting smaller classes and more counselors. So it's just better things for your schools. Honestly, people, we gotta invest in education. Like, real talk, look it up, Google it.
And for your kids too. Like,
Just for our freaking society as a whole. Like, how can we keep producing non-intellectuals? You don't have to go to school, you just have to be an intellectual. I feel like we're not producing as many. We're producing too many YouTube stars, and
yes, I agree with that. Well, we don't want to say ignorant. It's just a different type of outlet to express yourself, but not everybody's like gonna be.
No, I mean the people that are on those outlets that aren't educated themselves about whatever it is they're talking about. Yes, where like they're getting famous and have money, and like from, I don't know, people giving them money for ads, but they're like baseless sort of people.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Maria, you are so crazy. I don't know how you did that. You really were gonna go knock at people's houses.
I told you I was gonna go knock on one of our neighbors' doors. And
that's
I said,
hilarious.
Hi, I'm your neighbor around the corner.
Hey, shout out to Chris from the Get Right. He is on because he knows we're going to talk about his ass today. Woo! I'm going to put you in the hot seat, Chris, because I was listening to the Get Right. We're going to get that. I'm actually going to play a snippet of their show later on when we start talking about the topic, because I want to get you guys your feedback, because I feel one type of way about what he was saying, but I definitely... I know you guys might have your own opinion on that. But before we get to that, we're going to go ahead and get to our first segment of the day, which is El Chisme.
Chisme.
Tell it like it is.
That's Wait, was that you or was that a...
That was Maria.
It was?
That was Maria.
Dude, you need the voiceover that. Like,
oh, wow, I thought that was a voiceover.
No. Say it again, Maria. Say it again.
Tell it like it is.
Yeah. So today's Chisme, I have two for you. The first one is Dollar Tree announces it will start selling alcohol at approximately 1,000 of its Family Dollar stores throughout the U.S. That's right, you heard it. Dollar Tree just made the announcement Thursday saying the move is part of its expansion plan following its acquisition of Family Dollar stores in 2015. The company said it also plans to expand freezers and coolers in 400 of the stores. Additionally, the bargain retailer said it will start selling items that cost more than $1. Part of its test called Dollar Tree Plus. Who's getting their alcohol from the Dollar Tree?
I just want to know if it's going to be $1. If it's going to be like $2.99, it's reasonable.
If it's under $5.
If that's it, then they're going to be selling the small bottles.
Yeah,
oh, that's
definitely.
True. Is it going to be liquor or just beer?
Wine,
it just said alcohol, so I'm guessing it's going to
be wine.
What did you say?
Will I be able to order from Postmates?
I don't know yet, girl.
I don't know.
It's a test. It's a test run, just FYI.
I feel like it's going to be definitely going to attract like the younger, like the 18 to 21 range. Come on now.
For sure. Or all the college students are
yeah,
gonna be,
for sure.
They're going to be getting all their alcohol. I mean, we already got the bottom shelf when you're from CVS. I used to get the the $8 bottle, the EJ, the Pop Pop. Now this is just going to be even worse than that. It's $1? What? No, I don't trust it. Anyways, the next chisme is, I'm sure we all heard about Cardi B having to cancel concerts because of complications from her plastic surgery. She claims to not be able to work out because she doesn't have time. She tweeted, "I don't have that time of day like you do. My job as an entertainer is 24 hours a day. 24-hour job, bro. So no, I don't have time to work out." Quote, end quote. What comes to mind is how Beyonce worked her ass off for Coachella after having twins for 2 months straight. She also put in work, whether performing on stage or making videos, which makes it clear that she's also a 24-hour entertainer. Whether or not you love Cardi B, do you really think she doesn't have time for a workout?
She lazy.
All it takes is half an hour or maybe 45 minutes. By the time she arrives to her plastic surgery clinic, she could have already done with a workout. Shout out to Kosi for that one. That was a good one. Kosi, well written.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, she's probably just doesn't like to work out. I mean, that's like a lot of us. We make excuses like that. I don't have time. Like, no, you have 30 minutes in your whole 24-hour day to at least work out. least 30 minutes for sure.
And I also feel like, because I'm always watching her, her Instagram story. I love it. She's so funny. But like I've noticed all the food she eats is really bad food.
It's so bad.
She eats a lot of
Like
bad
there's
food.
tons and tons of crab, tons and tons of potatoes, or mashed potatoes, or corn, or like chips, or like she eats a bunch of bad things. So even if that's like her only meal of the day, like if you think about nutrition wise, like girl, that's not good.
Exactly, not at all.
But
So
again, we only see that once in a while. It's not
No,
like
I feel like there's been times where it's been like every single day she shows like her food.
Orders like room service and like
Yeah.
it's like
Have you not seen her eat?
that's what she was just saying. You were
I'm
not
sorry.
listening.
I'm over here on Paisa. He's
All right.
talking about Beyonce is overrated. I'm over here. I was like,
Get in the chat box. Go ahead. What's going on?
So Chris is also saying that I'm really.
You're
really
fine,
loud.
you're fine, you're
okay. Chris is saying that she is lazy as fuck. Paisa said the documentary was shit. Learned nothing about her.
Wow, don't be hating on Beyonce. Why does everybody hate on Beyonce?
You learned about her work ethic.
Exactly.
Yes.
If anything, she's a
Juggle
goat.
everything. Yes.
Kids,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Stop it.
Uplift, Paisa is what I'm going to say. Uplift. Hey, Simone. Paisa, you're going to be a hater all your life. Yes.
Who said
Say
that?
it like it is, Simone.
Oh, Moni. Hi, Moni. That is hilarious. Oh my God, too funny. Anyway, so I just think she's making excuses. I feel like she's just being normal, like regular people. She's probably lazy. She doesn't like to work out, and that's what it is. Because if Beyonce can do it, out of all that shit, anybody can do it. So no excuses, y'all.
She
No
doesn't want
excuses.
to.
Yeah.
That's not the type of
I feel like that's
life she-
also really bad for her image in a way, just because like you're promoting something has like a lot of her like ideas like, oh, it's a quick fix, and so why wouldn't anybody else think that?
Yeah, that's true. Well, that wraps up the Chisme for today.
The music.
You make me happy.
No. This is not karaoke night, Maria. Stop it. You just stop it. Do not do that to our listeners.
You guys, I sound good. I don't know
She's
what
like,
you
who
listen
wants
on the
it?
other side of this mic.
All right, go for it.
I know
All
what
you.
I sound.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
know.
keep the show up.
Go ahead.
Cozy gonna get mad.
Keep the
Producer
show up.
Cozy. She's trying to make me sing.
No, ain't nobody trying to do that.
No, nobody is. Nobody's trying to make you sing at all. So, all right, the next segment of the day is game time. You know what that means.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, who wants to go first?
What's the game?
Okay, we're playing 5-second rule. So everybody's just going to get one question. That's it. You either win or you lose, Maria. There's no double takes. There's no second chances. You either take an L or you take that W.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Jeez Louise. All right, I'm going to put
Can
the
I go
timer up.
last?
Sure, why not? I'll have Myra go first this time. All right, Myra, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
She's
Let me
gonna
put
get
some
all the easy
background
ones.
music
No,
for
I'm
y'all
just
so you can
Please.
relax. Let's see what we got.
Put some Jay-Z on. I relax to that.
No, because you'll see why.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Myra, let me put your timer on right here. Doo-doo-doo. Here we go. 5 seconds. Name 3 Jay-Z songs. Go.
Song Cry. Can I get the Blueprint?
I'm like, damn, I'm happy that's not my question. Shit.
Well, she's a big Jay-Z fan. That's why I don't want to put any songs on right
See,
now.
and then you give me hard ones like name 3 cities and what did she say?
In California.
It's so funny. I can name like a million of them right now that
I
I'm
know.
not on the timer.
Right?
Oh,
I
yeah,
was driving
shit,
home
why did I
like,
think
damn.
of Streets is watching? Why did I think of...
Yeah, that's part of the game. You have the pressure of the 5 seconds. All right. Madi, you're next. Are you ready?
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, Madi.
Give me an easy one.
Okay. Here we go.
It's gonna be.
Name 3 shows on the Good News Network. Go.
Oh, Never Not Extra, Touchdowns and Tangents, and the Get. Oh my god. Did I say the Get Right already?
Yes,
Never Not Extra.
You should have said it.
You said the Get.
The Get.
You almost
the
got
Get
That's what
Right.
she thought she said.
She was
it.
taking her time, but she knew them.
The easiest one could have been Ladies Night.
Oh, I thought we couldn't say us.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to be like 3 other
Chris
shows.
is
yeah.
questioning you. He says the Blueprint is an album, though.
Oh, true. That's true.
See, we didn't catch that because we
I
don't
know.
really know the
Did
title.
Did she
Hey,
take a
man.
shot or what?
I already took a shot.
All right. No, did you guys really?
Oh, a cup.
Here, you can take some of mine. Yeah, you both take an L right there. Maria, you ready? Oh, you know what? Kosi's next. So I want to make sure you good.
It makes me even more nervous.
All right, you're gonna go last.
So you're gonna go last.
No, I'm good. Okay, you can pick the question.
Okay.
All right, Kosi. Kosi, ready? Name 3 side dishes you will find at a barbecue. Go.
Macaroni and cheese, baked beans, and potato salad.
Ooh, Kosi with the W. Ay. Oh, good job, Kosi. All right. Okay, Maria, are you ready? Here you go. That's it. It's one and done. You take that L, you take that W.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. No music.
W.
Maria.
Lord have mercy. My palms is sweating. Touch it.
Why do you make such a big deal? Here we go. Name 3 Beyonce songs. Go.
Ladies' Night, Irreplaceable, and You Don't Know About Me, and yes.
You don't know about me? These are not titles.
lyrics.
Which one is Ladies' Night?
Run the World.
Yeah, she says ladies.
Ladies' Night. I've never heard that.
I don't know if you can defend Beyonce in the chat room, Renee.
Yes, I can. That doesn't matter. I know how to sing, how her songs go. Okay.
Oh my God! All right, do you want to give me mine?
Give her a hard one.
Okay.
Give her what she deserves.
You want to name?
Wait.
All right, tell me when. Well, when she's done, I press start.
Dang it! This one.
What?
Is it hard?
No, make it hard.
No hard. Okay. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Name 3 Ivy League colleges.
Go.
Stanford, Yale, and Duke.
Duke is
Stanford is not an Ivy League.
Oh damn!
Duke is.
You still have time. When they said no, you should just throw another one out there.
All right, so everybody takes an L. Everybody, except for Kosi. Kosi take the W.
How
Shout
come you
out
guys
to
didn't drink?
Kosi.
Did you guys drink?
Well,
Can I see
you
I
have
did,
my
I
cup.
did.
Yeah. Oh, just kidding. Yay! There we go. Shout out to Kosi.
I just get really nervous when I'm on the spot, and then when I'm driving home, I'm like, "Damn, why didn't I say this? Oh my God, this song!"
But you should be used
Can
to
somebody
it by
Google
now.
that? Are you sure Stanford's not an
so
Ivy League?
nervous. I know.
I think it's of that caliber. I don't think it's considered part of the Ivy League because it's not East Coast.
I don't
Look
know.
it up. though.
MIT.
Am I right?
MIT is
Why-
Yale,
Wait,
Columbia.
why is Maria still shaking from her turn? She just went like this. She's still jittery. Your turn is over. That's it. You got the L.
It's hot in
Harvard,
here.
Princeton, Yale, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth.
They're all.
I said Duke, Yale, and Stanford.
Why? No, it's not. Why?
Oh, Dan. I'll take the L. That's
You
fine.
know what? MIT's not even an Ivy League.
But they're very prestigious, but it's not an Ivy League.
That's crazy.
Nah, whatever. All right, we're going to go ahead.
I could have went to
I
MIT.
could have won. Here we go. Shout out to Mari for Mari's Minute.
Hey, here I go, y'all.
Here she goes.
There's a lot of big things happening in the news this week, people. Stay alert. So nearly every state has brought a lawsuit against the big pharma industry, the people that make your medicine, for its alleged role in the opioid epidemic. So this week, Oklahoma is the first state to take big pharma to trial, which is a huge fucking deal considering you or the people you love may take these medications that ultimately have severe negative effects. So the opioid crisis that's been happening in the United States has actually killed more people than any other drug, with an average of 130 people dying from opioid overdoses every single day. So just be on the lookout for that, and maybe even get on board and see how it's affecting your state or your city. Another big news point for this week is that the LGBTQ rights are being jeopardized. On Friday, Trump's administration proposed scrapping the Obama-era policy that barred healthcare providers and insurers from discriminating against transgender patients. So they're proposing to take that away, where they would have to disclose their status as a transgender person prior to getting insurance and having that somehow affect them. We all know that's fucked up because it shouldn't matter what you are. You should be allowed to have health insurance. And if you don't like it, well, guess what? You don't pay for their health insurance. And lastly in the news, Sean King, y'all got to follow him if you have an Instagram. It's Sean King. He posted these pictures that are honestly horrific about the state of the people at the border right now. So Border Patrol over in El Paso had about 950 immigrants put together in a facility that only had the capacity of 125. Wow. So there's there's dozens and dozens of people in one tiny room. These are like human beings. Real human beings are being treated like this. So if you didn't know that, if you are against this, you need to do research. Just Google it. You have your phone in your hand right now. Do yourself a favor. Look up the information. Be aware. And that's Mari's Minute.
Thank you, Mari, for that. I actually read something that I don't want to say 100, but there's been like already a big number of kids that have died in those camps or whatever they're keeping them at.
I think right now they only have confirmed those 6.
6, yeah.
But that's what we're finding out is actually not a true number.
No, it was double digit already.
Some of them have not even been claimed.
Yeah, because the government knew about these early ones months and months ago and are just now letting that information out. So it's obviously believed that more have passed away. And it's just like so upsetting because there's things that they could have been fixed. I bet you it was a common cold that they just never helped. So it's just like basic ass human necessities. And it's like if we're going to pay for a fucking facility and for people to get paid to like house these people like animals, we might as well allow them to live in like regular conditions. I mean, we have criminals here who get friggin' health insurance, so it shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm just thinking.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. It definitely gives us our news for the minute, for the week. And yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up Mari's Minute. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the next segment of the day, which is tonight's topic. So today's topic was actually inspired by... What's going on? There's a ghost in here.
There's a lot of classes going on.
There's a ghost in here. Was inspired by our, Good News family from the Get Right, Mr. Chris himself. Shout out to Chris. So I'm going to play you guys a snippet of their show, kind of giving you guys an idea. But this is how the barbecue etiquette came across. I'm going to go ahead and play this. Hopefully you guys can hear it because I'm going to play it off my laptop. So let's see. Can you guys hear it?
Not really.
Yeah, and Chris, they probably talked about it.
Oh, wait, let me rewind it, because I need you guys to hear this part. Because I need to put Chris on blast. I'm just kidding.
I want to know.
All right, that pisses me off. Don't you come up in
I've
here.
been to plenty of barbecues where I have not brought shit and went immediately to the food.
Yeah, and Chris, they probably talked about it.
I don't care. I don't care.
I ain't fighting Chris.
So pretty much, I know it's horrible you couldn't hear it, but pretty much he was saying, if you guys want, run it back. It's called The Get Right, episode 85. And pretty much in the first 10 minutes, Chris talks about, because they're having a barbecue. Their summer live show is happening this Sunday. Yay, Get Right. Shout out to y'all. And Eric is actually hosting a barbecue for the live show because he's going to be filming his music video for his song. And he invited all the Good News family. And so they start talking about who's grilling, this and that. And, just bring your own, BYOB, but he's going to provide food. But if you guys are more than welcome to bring your own stuff. Yeah. And I don't know how they start talking about it, but Chris is just saying that he doesn't bring stuff to the barbecue ever. Like he doesn't ever. He doesn't bring anything.
Doesn't matter
ever.
whose barbecue it is. Like what if it's his mom's barbecue or his best friend's barbecue?
For sure he's not bringing. If it's his mom's, he's definitely not bringing nothing.
What about his friend, like his homie,
or like a coworker, right? You think like he would bring like some chips and dip, something? Yeah. Nothing. He comes empty-handed.
Like not even with drinks.
Nothing. Oh my God.
I don't know, y'all. That seems a little
that's
spoiled.
what I was saying.
I think a little atrevido right there.
And so that's why I was telling okay, so I'm gonna read you guys a text message from what we were talking about too. Because
Chris, I don't know.
I had to hit him up. I was like, yo, really, Chris, you don't bring nothing to the barbecue? So even if it's like dessert, or like let's say you have no money and you just wanna like bring at least a $2 bag of chips or something. I said, and Chris, you should never go to any event empty-handed. He says, fuck that. I'm showing up with or without anything. And I was like, that's so rude. You better at least take like utensils, napkins, or ice or something. And Kelvin agreed with me. And then he goes, what did he say?
Something.
Yeah,
he said bring something.
He said, Chris, that was Kelvin. And then Chris said, I've been to multiple barbecues and showed up with nothing and ate good. So how do you guys feel about that? Like,
of course you're gonna eat good. The food's out there.
He said,
I
I hope.
didn't have to stress making any.
So we had to talk about this because it's like now if there's more, there has to be so many people that think like Chris. And it's like, okay, I understand if you were 18 and younger, you're a college student, you're broke. Okay, I'll give you that pass. But you're grown, you have a full-time job, you're going to be 30 soon. This is just etiquette. Yes. Etiquette when you're invited to anybody's house. Don't go empty-handed. Like,
I think a lot of people don't know that. And maybe it's not 18 and younger. Maybe it's like 25 and younger that they don't know any better.
Right. And so that's, I think that's his category right now where he's at in like that. So that's what
he's gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today, Chris. Take notes. Get your notebook out.
At least offer. Text the host and be like, hey, do you need anything? And then if they say, oh, you know what? Now we're good. Just come by, have fun. At least you offered, and that's proper etiquette as well.
I wonder though if he's been scarred and he's asked, and they're like, yeah, can you bring this, and this, and you're like, oh shit, you invited me.
Yeah, you don't need to go to
like
those
you want me to pick
parties.
up all the meat?
It's so funny. I have a friend like that. You guys know Jason. Jason does that. If you ask him, he'll give you like 10 things, and I'm like, Jason, slow your roll. Yeah, like I'm gonna bring at least 2 things from the list. But but at the same, go ahead,
I just want to say that Chris said for the homies, I'll bring something, and my mom. But if I'm just rolling through and I don't know you, I ain't bringing shit.
That's when
that's when you have to mostly bring something when you are rolling to somebody that you don't know, because it's just house etiquette. Like you're coming to somebody that you don't know at all, and you're coming to their barbecue to eat their food. So I think that
invited.
Well, obviously somebody invited him, but bring. I mean, you don't have to bring nothing big. Bring
if you're like with
bottle of wine or something as really simple. You don't have to bring a big old dish.
If I'm a plus one, I don't usually bring things. I'll say that. If I'm a plus one, it's like them, you bring something like, and I'll roll with you. But I'm not bringing.
No, even that I'll still bring something.
Me too.
Even if it's a bottle of wine,
we'll stop at the store,
or a bag of chips, something, cookies.
I think it depends a lot on how you were brought up. And what you learn as when you get older.
I don't want to say that there's a right or wrong, but Paisa said the same thing. He said,
be like courteous.
Let me go back to Paisa's comment here. He said, if they don't bring nothing, they weren't brought up right. I think I'm reading that right. There's so many people in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. But
yes, thanks for tuning in.
He said that's what. Where are you? Oh, here you go. He
said
people who don't bring anything to barbecues weren't brought up right. And I don't want to say that because
I think
there is no wrong or right. It's like just how a person thinks.
But you can try to be like more courteous or more like, I don't know, like you want to be somebody that you would want to invite, like even if
or it's also if you're an only child and or the youngest, because for a long time I didn't know that, like because I always rolled with my sisters everywhere with my family, and they always brought something. So when I started going to parties by myself, that's when I started learning like, okay, it makes sense. But I guess if you're like an only child or if you're like the youngest, maybe.
And it has, and it does have a lot to do with how you were brought up and what you're used to. I mean, and I'm not saying you were brought up the wrong way, but like for example, I would want to bring something. Even when Jackie invites me as a plus one to like Cynthia's or something, I'll like bring cupcakes or I'll try to bring something, or I'll ask Jackie, hey, do you guys need anything or anywhere. But there's people, I think Mani said, if it's family, I'm showing up with just an empty stomach. I mean, that makes sense, but your family.
If you go to family events, but I feel like that you still have to do something. Like they always make I'll make the rice, or you have to at least clean up or do something.
Everybody's family is different. Some people just like to host and just want you all to come. And mind you, they're gonna talk shit about you when you leave.
Regardless of how you were brought up, they're gonna talk shit about you.
And she always taking some food to go or something like that all the time.
Regardless, I think even if you weren't brought up to bring things to events, you're still gonna get shit talked about you, because if you just look at it from an outside perspective, like you just don't seem like somebody that has their stuff together. Like if you're invited somewhere, bring something. Like
I see the chat box going in, Maria. What's going on over there?
So Carmen said she was brought up with my mom always telling me people show up with empty stomachs.
Like you don't have to bring anything. If you're invited, just come and eat,
Well, yeah, if my mom's inviting me, but not if I'm going. Like it's two different things.
It
like
depends
one
on
thing
what
is
type
when
of
it's your
gathering
mom,
it is, right?
Another thing is like if it's like even Mari, if one of her aunts invite me, it automatically I'm like, all right, what do you need me to bring?
Yeah,
they'll say no, don't bring nothing, just come,
exactly,
and I'll still show up like with the bottle of wine or something. But
for example, this weekend it's Sunday, right? Kevin's having his
Kelvin. Eric
is having his
it's the
thing.
Get Right Summer
But
live
there's gonna
show,
be a
and then there's a
grilling
barbecue.
and So, Chris, are you showing up with something, or is anyone else from any of the other stations?
We're gonna have a bouncer
are you
out
guys?
front.
Is it like a potluck thing, or are you who's hosting it,
So,
and are you guys just gonna show up with anything?
So Eric said he's gonna buy most of the food because it's gonna be his music video after. But I even told him like I'll still bring some links. Like even though you said just bring
Or a bottle of
BYOB,
wine.
yeah. He said
Oh, but
BYOB. I'll
BYOB.
provide the food. I feel like I'm still gonna bring a drink, but also like some links, like something easy like links. It'll cost you what, like anywhere between $7 and $10.
Yeah, bring a tray of
let me
fruit,
tell you something.
something.
But then that could backfire you because I'm not gonna say no names, but I know somebody who got really upset at somebody else because they brought some food to their party. And when I questioned that person, I was like, why are they so mad? They did a good gesture. Like, you don't have to cook as much now. She's like, because I had a particular theme. I had a particular way I wanted to have.
Sometimes I think about that too. Like when you have like a dinner party set out, you know, and I'm like, hey, like come to my dinner party. Like when you bring something, like you kind of throw off the aesthetic, and then I'm like,
so
I'll give you guys.
I'll give you an example. Like, yeah, my BFF and her husband Javi, they do have themes of like food. They'll do like ribs and stuff. So I won't bring like food like that, but I will ask them, what do you need me to bring, so I know what to bring. You know what I'm saying? So like they usually like desserts or something sweet because just to add to it.
Yeah.
But if some people need more ice, or just at least ask. If you know the person that has a particular type of like theme for the food and they just want their
ask.
food, then just at least ask.
Yeah.
And they'll probably tell you like, oh, bring a bottle of vodka, bring some ice, bring some sweets, or if you don't eat red meat, bring something that you're gonna eat because we're only serving red meat.
Bring your own food.
So like Myra doesn't eat red meat, so she'd probably have to like bring like veggie burgers or something that she could eat. So Kelvin doesn't eat meat either, so he's actually bringing veggie stuff to the party. But that also makes me think like it's going to be limited, and then are you going to eat his veggie stuff, like veggie burgers, knowing that you eat meat
Oh my
too?
God, there's some bomb ass veggie burgers from Trader Joe's. Yes,
so good. Beyond Meat is amazing.
Well, I don't get the Beyond Meat ones. They're literally like made with like
the
black
cauliflower.
beans
Oh
and
yeah,
all that. Like
it's like the
so good,
mushed up like veggies in a patty form. Those are good too.
So my producer just reminded me we do have a little bit of
to move on.
No, she has some of the cookout Bill of Rights she wrote out. So the cookout Bill of Rights is brought to you by our producer Kosi. She says it's a cookout barbecue season. I'm pretty sure y'all seen some interesting things at cookout, maybe things you wish you hadn't seen. As you heard, one of my friends admitted, okay, well, we already said that part, but the cookout number 1 Bill of Rights: don't come empty-handed, but expect to eat and drink everybody else's contributions. So wrong. If everyone is contributing, you should too. Someone made the food that's on your plate. Thank them by making them something too.
Yes.
And also, they're opening their doors to you. They're opening their doors to like their home to you. Just bring a gift, if anything.
A flower,
seeds, candy, something sweet.
I agree.
Yeah.
As a gift. If you don't want to bring something to the barbecue, at least bring the person that invited you a gift or something.
Yes.
Number 2, you shouldn't bring all your cousins in them without letting the host know. That's just rude.
I think you can't bring like 20 people with you.
20?
Right, you can't. I think once you bring more than 3 people, it's a posse.
Maria just pointed at herself and said that was me this past weekend.
Me at Jason's house this past weekend. Much love, but he did say it was good to go. But everybody packed in the car. I was like, damn, I'm taking a lot of people. So guess what we did? We went to the grocery store and we bought links and drinks and sodas and ice and you know what I mean? Because I'm not walking with all these people empty-handed. Let me tell you, what you gonna bring? Because it's a BYOB, but we're gonna go out and contribute.
That's right.
But that's the difference. So if you know that you're rolling through, somebody invited you, you should still be like, hey, let's bring something at least. You can't just just ride along. So
a bag of chips and some dip or something.
Yeah, I agree. It's a little etiquette there.
Another thing is number 3. Please don't be that annoying, loud, drunk person who won't shut the hell up. You can ruin everyone's experience. Kosi, where's this coming
got
from?
some trauma.
It was on there.
Oh, I thought you made this. Oh, I thought you made
I
these
did
up.
some research.
But we go to a lot of events. What annoys us? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can be annoying too.
Like, there are some drunk ass people that annoy
right there is unpreventable.
Girl, yes. Like, sit your ass down somewhere. Who brought this person?
But then that'll make you want to be like, you know what? I'm not drinking enough. Let me just drink some more so I can deal with
I feel
this.
like I want to drink more when other people are drunk. So I think it just encourages me.
Yeah, because then you're going to be super annoyed.
Yeah, you're
watching all the drunk people
keep drinking
while you're sober.
so that you won't mind.
Wait, what did he say? Arnulfo Reyes, he says, my presence is more than enough.
And I said, Arnulfo, you must be a heck of a guy.
That's hilarious.
To the barbecue.
Catch me on Tinder. That's him.
Right swipe.
Oh, Tinder. That's
Tinder,
right. Add me on
Jax.
Tinder. I don't know why I didn't it didn't hit me until right now. Sorry, my bad.
Share a story, or is that for next story time?
Oh no, it's a nickname.
For him.
Oh, okay.
It's a nickname that we call him. Yeah, don't add or add me on Tinder. That's
I
his
was like,
nickname.
Kosi, is this one of your
I
friends?
mean, I don't have a Tinder. That's his nickname.
No, it's his nickname. The number 4 is it doesn't make sense to bring a main dish like mac and cheese. It doesn't make sense to bring a main dish like mac and cheese or potato salad when everyone knows your ass doesn't cook. It's wrong to cook a main dish if your ass can't cook. Just make the salad, okay?
Yeah.
Just make the salad.
Just bring some alcohol.
Damn.
Like,
Don't
girl,
even try to
I
cook.
got
Okay?
it.
You know you have.
Right. Don't bring that store bought. Don't bring that store bought fucking jar of potato salad.
Oh,
bro.
God.
Just get you a fruit. Bring
I don't know, because that red potato is modified.
I don't know.
You
like the
just
one
add a
from
little
the
bit
deli?
of boiled eggs and some mustard,
Maria,
woo, pepper,
deli.
and you good to go.
Maria, you're just putting all your secrets out right now, girl.
Bought it from the store.
She bought it from Costco, the
Store
big
bought
old jug.
No,
The 1
Smart
gallon.
and Final. You boil some eggs, cut them up, put some mustard in there, some pepper. You just remake the.
Chris
potato
is asking
salad.
who's on
Girl.
Tinder.
Oh,
I think in here it's only 2 of us right now.
So Junior said he's on Tinder. He's talking a whole bunch
It's
of
Junior.
shit. He's talking a whole bunch of shit in the chat box. He said find him on Tinder. He said he's not showing up with anything, and he said I always bring fruits.
Oh my
They're just
God.
shout
Not
out.
showing up with anything.
Junior,
and
at
you're
least
bringing
always-
your Tupperware.
At least bring, yeah, seriously. At least bring the ice, Junior. At least bring the ice.
or the napkins or something.
Hey, Moni says she likes those potato salad, the store potato salad, Myra.
yes, me too, Moni.
Hey, you know, if you can work with it, it's all
I
good.
mean, it might be better than having somebody's
Make it.
that doesn't
And
know
it's
how to
horrible.
Make it. Yeah, 'cause
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or when they put raisins.
At least play it.
Oh, okay.
Who the hell
no,
puts
wait.
raisins in their
Speak of
potato
this.
salad?
Who? Okay. How do you guys make your potato salad? There are people that put raisins in it.
Oh no.
Yes.
and those people are of a certain complexion.
A certain complexion. We're not white people. No, I'm saying.
Hey.
White
Yes,
people.
yes, it's a thing.
Okay,
left
so
all
how do you? What do you
raisins
guys
here.
put in your potato salad? Maria, you make a good potato salad, but when you don't buy it from the store,
I can't give you everything that I put in there.
The basics.
So boiled
Potato,
eggs,
mustard.
potatoes,
Mustard.
But you know what the key
Paprika.
ingredient is? Your bare hands, and that's one thing my mom showed me. You gotta mix it
You
up.
don't
with
wash your hands for 6
Yeah.
days.
It's something about the hands
the
that
saltiness.
gives the flavor.
Oh
my
my
mom does.
god.
Yeah.
That's what my mom
Something
does.
about it, yeah. Hands be burning.
All right, Maria, why don't you make the potato salad and take it to the Good News function this Sunday and see if they like it?
And I'm gonna be walking in with that girl on is it Friday? Dun, 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 my little
Oh,
Daisy
yeah.
Dukes and my high heels.
What?
The emoji.
Oh.
You know that girl emoji?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my god. Okay, the next one is. Oh, did I skip? What number am I on? Number 5?
I think none of us are getting invited at this point. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Real mayo, Moni.
Okay,
real
look.
mayo.
I know how. Wait. What'd she say? Y'all use Miracle Whip or Real Mayo? Yeah, Real Mayo. I don't use Miracle Whip. I don't think anybody in here uses Miracle Whip.
Some people do. Some people do like
No,
it. but
in
I
this
think-
room.
I know,
Not
that
for the
is true,
potato
Paisa.
salad, but
That
I
is
have
true.
Miracle Whip in my house. My
What-
kids eat their sandwiches with Miracle Whip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't.
Nice.
I like the Real Mayo.
Because
if
they're
I
half
do.
black.
Yes, real mayo. But Paisa said the key ingredient is love, LOL. And that is true. Every time you make food, you're happy, you enjoying it, with the exception of salsa.
I'm
Every
like,
time I
smash,
make
smash,
salsa,
smash,
I get mad because they say the madder you get, the hotter
Hey,
it
I gotta
is.
give a shout out to Javi because Javi gets down on the grill. Every
yeah,
time
I
I
saw your
post,
snap.
yeah, every time I
Your
post, like,
Instagram.
literally, hey Javi, when I posted those ribs, I got so much like love, like dang, like who did that? I was like, that's the homie Javi right there, and he does it with so much love. Like he wants to make sure, like he'll give you samples while he's cooking. Like he literally gets down, he enjoys what he does, which is why it comes out so good because he's enjoying it. If you force somebody to
Yeah.
grill, like we don't have no way to grill, and then we're like, damn, all right, fine, I'll grill, and they're not liking it, it's not gonna come out the same. So if you don't know how to grill, don't do it.
Don't do, or don't, be prepared to have your feelings hurt. If people are like, nah.
So Eric, Kelvin, Chris, I hope you guys put a right person to grill. If you
Yes.
need somebody, I got my girl Kosi here. She knows how to grill. We have a girl at the house. She can grill for y'all if you need her.
Yeah.
But anyways, the next one is Number 5, don't try to influence the DJ to play your homie's mixtape. This is not the time or the place.
Damn, that's an LA thing.
That is an LA thing.
I think it's a big deal.
Is
Yes,
it?
I've been to some like backyard boogies out there, and some people always want to play their mixtapes, and you're like, what am I listening to right now? And it like kills the mood.
Oh yeah, you're like, what song is this? What's
Like they're
going
waiting
on?
for people to like fuck with it, to like love it, but then you're listening to the music, you're like, I don't want to eat.
This just killed my vibe.
This is just
Number 6, please don't forget to say hello to your elders. You'll never live this one down. They will hold this against you for years.
Yeah.
All right,
You gotta
Kosia.
say- you gotta say hi to
Yeah,
your
that's
family.
a for sure. Like that's what you do when you walk into a party. You
I
say,
feel like
at least a
Some people
family
don't
party.
Some people don't understand.
You gotta say
that.
hi to your family, your uncles, your grandfathers. Go give them a hug.
I think that's a cultural thing, though. There are definitely places that
Yeah.
I've been where that doesn't happen. And I would say that even when I don't go to family functions, I tend to always say hello to the elderly people. Like, no matter whose party it is, like at the weekend party we had, I always say hi to like the moms or like the older
Well,
folks.
my tia Lola, she gets mad if I don't say hi to her. She will get so mad. I mean, it's a joke, but at the same time, she'll be like,
She
"Oh,
was
you're just gonna walk
serious.
by me and not say
It
hi?"
happened one time,
And
then
I
it just
never like
became a joke.
if there's all the family there, she will be the first person I say hi to because of that running joke. It's
Yeah.
literally funny. But yeah, it just kind of shows you like give respect to the elders. That's what it
Yes.
is.
Show some love.
Number 7, try to get in on a game. Oh wait, try to get in on a game of dominoes, spades, or anything else when you don't know how to play. Then you expect others to teach you.
Oh,
That's
no.
taking away
They're
from
gonna
their
get
game.
mad.
Yeah, you got to learn on
They're
your
gonna
own
get
time.
mad.
Yeah, don't come to
But
the
I
function
will always
not
say,
knowing.
can I play if they're playing spades or dominoes?
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
if you don't know
If
how,
you
it's
know
not
how to
the
But
play.
if I know, but if I don't know, I'm not sitting down.
See, I learned
think
when I
that's
was a
the
kid.
buzzkill.
Huh?
I learned when I was a kid. All the
Yeah.
old folks taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned. How, I don't know how to play spades, but I know how to play dominoes, and that's my game.
Yeah,
I know how to
love both.
play spades,
Yeah.
dominoes, and
Yeah.
gin rum.
I don't know
Oh,
those. So
it's
you're gonna have to
all
teach
lady
me.
game.
You're gonna have to teach
Yes.
me.
Oh my
Just a
goodness.
disclaimer, though, if you do ever sit with me and play spades, just make sure I'm not tipsy. Because once I start getting tipsy, I start getting happy with the book. So just a disclaimer.
Oh, I bet.
Start stealing from the bank.
Yeah.
Taking
You're
those
such a
dollars.
cheater. Such a
No,
cheater.
okay, you
start
have to
working
play
with somebody else?
spades to understand that.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Number 8, maybe don't show up in a club outfit. Like, where are you going? How many of us seen our uncles and aunts in their pimp outfits or whatnot? Or
Yeah.
young ladies dressed for the twerk off, not at the cookout, please. Yeah, I think you're talking about family cookouts. Because I think if it's a friend's cookout, that's a green light. But if it's a family,
But
don't.
I feel like even at friends' cookouts, it's still a cookout. It's not a club event, so
Well-
you shouldn't really be there with like 6-inch heels.
Oh, no, not
and
6-inch
mini
heels.
dresses at a like backyard pool party type thing. Like,
Yeah.
be chill, like chill.
Shorts, Daisy Dukes, maybe.
Yeah,
Tank
or like
top.
jeans, nice shirt, or like a nice fit, but like you don't have to be extra with it.
Yeah.
And you see that sometimes.
I agree.
Or guys with like 3 or 4 chains, and you're like, dude, chill. It's a freaking barbecue.
Number 9, it's so wrong to make a to-go plate and take it to the car, then come back and fix a plate to actually eat. This is so ignorant. Let everyone eat first before you make a to-go plate. Chris,
Yes.
do you hear this, Chris? That's for you,
He
homie.
said he'd bring a napkin.
To hide it.
He's going to bring his Tupperware. That's what he's bringing. Chris, you are terrible. Chris, literally, like, we're not here to roast you. We're just really trying to teach you. You're going to be in your 30s soon. We're trying to help you. Like,
That we love you.
and that's a turn on to women. Just FYI, I know you're looking
Yeah.
for a wife out there, but I'm just
No,
saying,
Chris,
like,
okay.
that's a
The
turn
etiquette.
on. The etiquette, the
Yeah.
rules. Like, you can't just be showing up and looking like that.
Get the Tupperware ready after everyone's eaten. Like, get them
It is.
leftovers.
You need to. People will notice and be like, "Okay, this person knows better." You know,
Okay,
because
wow.
He's got manners. He's
Or
got
it's like,
this.
damn, he can't wait for the food. He can't wait for
it's
me.
just a good look.
It is a good
you
look.
come out here
Yes.
with nothing, then
And
it's like this
Bum ass.
And then aside from that, Chris,
bum ass. I'm just.
and then
kidding.
aside from that, Chris over here talking about he'll beat somebody's ass in spades. Kosi say you don't even bring food, so you ain't playing shit.
if you don't
You're
bring
gonna
food,
be
you don't
sitting
play.
over there.
No food, no play.
Javi
Okay,
says,
he said I literally never said I wouldn't bring absolutely anything.
you
There was
did. You
there was
did.
a lot of
Scroll
adjectives.
down.
You guys go listen to his show, The Get Right, this past episode. That's exactly what he said. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you said. And I have the text messages to prove
Wait,
it.
he like scrolled down. He trying to fix himself.
Just trying to figure out how to delete the comments.
Javi says the proper etiquette is what
Hey,
first
Ron.
is what is
Eat
eat
first.
first, then make a plate when you are about to leave. Yes,
Yeah,
that's true. But if you didn't bring anything, maybe you shouldn't be taking anything.
Yeah, you should be the last person to take something.
Unless you're the last person to leave, and there's still a lot of leftover.
Yes, like take food.
Yeah.
But if that happens, and you plan to leaving like within 2 hours, your plate is gonna be your to-go plate. So you might as well put a little napkin over it and put it to the side and have you some drinks.
So the girl Camila that was braiding my hair before the show, she said that people that usually bring the big plates, that bring food, like let's say you're the main person that brought like a lot of meat or like the mac and cheese, that they usually cut out a piece of it for themselves first, put it on a plate, wrap it up, and hide it, because they know that it's going to be gone, so they want to take some back. So they usually, and that's okay, because if you're the one that brought the mac and cheese or the ribs or the links and you want to take some and wrap it up first, then that's okay, because you brought it.
I do feel like, why don't you just leave that bit that you wanted at home?
Yeah, I think so too. I do that too, because I'll make such a big part and then I'll put some in like a Tupperware and leave it in the fridge.
Like, why would you
I do
have to
that.
do it when you get to the house? That's kind of.
I think this is why they probably add stuff from other people's plates.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like if you brought the potato salad, she brought the mac and cheese, I brought the ribs and all that.
That makes sense. I thought they were taking just their own
stuff.
stuff.
No, it's like they're adding it and creating like a plate to go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do it.
Number 10 is eat a veggie burger if you're not a vegetarian. Wait. What? Eat a veggie burger if you're not a vegetarian and you know that they only made 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, these are things not to do. These are things not to do.
Oh, I was about to say, that is foul.
If you're a meat eater, don't eat the veggie patty, because you eat
obviously
meat.
That's for somebody.
There's some people like
don't be bougie now.
Let me try it.
Yeah.
No, boo. Go eat all that red meat. Don't you touch this vegetable burger.
That's happened so many times at some of our parties or some of our work events, and they're like, oh, there's only 4, there's only 3, and I'm like, well, I can't eat any of that. And they're like, oh, somebody else got it. And I'm like, the person that eats meat? Great.
But you know what? People that don't eat red meat, or even vegans or vegetarians, they'll find a way. They'll figure it out.
Hell no. Sometimes it's just fucking lettuce and tomatoes.
No, because I'm used to going places and all they're eating is like red meat and pork, and I'm like, all right, cool. What do you got? Do you have like some sides or whatever? You know, like it doesn't matter. We'll adjust. Like if I'm going out to eat and everybody's trying to decide on what to eat, I'm like, I'll figure it out. Whatever, you know. So just choose a place.
Going. I like that, Myra.
Yeah.
Definitely. What were you gonna say, Maddie?
I just get mad as shit.
She's like, no.
I mean, I'm chill about it, but I think it's very obvious when I'm like, oh, so the meat eaters got it? Okay.
Yeah,
let me just starve to death over here in the corner. And if I get pissed off later in the meeting, you know it's because I'm hungry.
Exactly.
Because these old freaking inconsiderate.
Throw the meat patties at them.
Inconsiderate meat eaters.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if y'all liked it enough, you should have voted for the meatless stuff.
Right, exactly. Why did Javi say there's some hoes in the house?
I have no idea.
What house?
I think because you said when you walk into with your entourage or with like a pack, remember?
With the twerk outfits.
Oh yeah.
Like you walk with the big old crowd.
That is a bomb sound.
Hey, there's some hoes in this house.
I feel like he's taking it to church
and pointing them out. There's some hoes in this house, and you always know who it is, because they got little ducks in.
The remix. We don't need the remix.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I fell on that one.
I don't know about that remix.
We kept dancing, everybody, and then as she kept talking, we kept stopping.
There's hoes in this house.
You were very like gospel singing. You sound like you want to save these hoes.
In this house, I want to. Yeah, save them.
Yeah, save them. They don't want to be saved.
They don't want to be saved.
Like J. Cole said, déjalas en paz. In the words of J. Cole, déjalas en paz.
You hoes matter. You hoes matter.
Oh my god.
Hashtag hoes matter too.
All hoes don't matter.
Hey, Kathy says she sees you, Maria. She likes how you sing.
Thank you. See, Jackie, you should have a little segment on me.
We have a whole segment on you. It's called The Show.
Seriously. She be introducing people. She be
bringing people from their house
on Skype
their
and
stove
shit.
on.
So for those of you that didn't listen in from the beginning of the show, push rewind after the show and listen to the funniest shit that happened to me today. Oh, okay.
She turned Spanglish real quick.
Okay.
Just jamming the oldie tune, sipping on a cold bottle of brewski. Gave her a swig, he passed it right to me. Right about
that was my shit.
That's like the song for sure you got to play at like the kickback. At least if there's Latinos there, you got to play there for sure. The kickback. All right, going back to the list that Kosi made. What number did I leave off on?
I think we're on 7 or 8.
Oh, number 10, it was the eat the veggie burger. If you're not a vegetarian and you know that they only made 2 of them, if you do this, you're evil. The one thing a vegetarian can eat, and you're over there gobbling it down. Come on now. Don't make my Mari mad.
Yeah.
Don't eat her veggie burger, and don't eat the non-red meat for Myra. Like, let them have some.
Yeah.
Number 11 is, how do you not know how to Cupid shuffle? It's cookout season. Go ahead and learn all the line dances.
YouTube, y'all,
It's okay though. You can always jump in and learn El Caballo Dorado too.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And most of them are super easy. Like the pro tip: follow everyone else.
And it says it in the lyrics too, for sure.
Yeah.
Basically.
A lot of the songs say it in the lyrics, and then the ones that don't are easy. Usually 2, 3, 4 steps at the most. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I started laughing because you say that it says the lyrics, but I'm thinking about the fast one.
Oh, the fast guy. And that one is
they
the
all
shit.
be
You better just
trampling
move.
over each other.
And the worst is when they wear heels. Like,
Yes.
ladies, if you're going to try to line dance, don't be coming in
No.
those heels. You'll be out here like breaking your
Not
ankles.
me. Those
You're out for the
suckers.
season. You're out for the whole season.
Kicked off. Move out my way
The
because
whole
here I
whole
come
season.
sideways, side to side, back and front.
You guys start swinging your arms like a helicopter.
Yes.
We got to get security on you before the song even finishes.
Girl, I won, I said. Sit your ass down. You know you're tired.
You
'cause
don't,
I'm
you
tired.
don't even get a
But
prize
I'm
for
not sitting
it.
down until you sit down.
What is wrong with you?
We got to call the ambulance at the end.
Shit, yes.
Got to get your ass on the defibrillator.
Walk out the ballroom like, move.
Arrastrándote.
Need some air.
Oh my
God,
God.
please
You
give it
guys
to me.
Keeping it going.
Seriously.
I just picture her doing that.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. So the next one. Oh no, that was it. So okay, that was pretty
That
much
was a good one.
That was pretty much your barbecue etiquette, just so that you guys know if you're gonna go anywhere, and if nobody's ever told you, now you know. Okay,
Yes.
now you know. These
You
are
know
like the
better.
simple things to follow, and to be an amazing guest when people invite you to
Yes.
the cookout, and you're gonna be invited to more cookouts because you're gonna be that person. Like, oh yeah, they brought the chips, they brought the dip, they brought whatever it is that you brought. They're gonna remember it. You're gonna stand out, and you're gonna be invited to more. And Chris, if you're trying to find a lady friend, that's a good way also to find it, because they're gonna be like, oh, that's sexy. He brought a side. He brought freaking.
I'm going to leave now.
that to Myra.
I'm going to go home.
What was that?
I think
That's it right there.
Just chilling
Oh my god.
on a Sunday afternoon.
Wow, you played it.
I'm done. I'm leaving.
We all already started our cars.
Shout out to Cynthia, Javi, Junior, and everybody else that's in Mexico right now. They're on vacation. I
These
believe.
are always on vacation. Damn.
Let them live.
See,
Let
I would
them
bring
live.
a whole hog to their house because I want to make sure I get in right. And
Just
I'll be
a whole
a part of
hog.
this vacation.
What is wrong with you? You leave them alone. Let them live. No, they took out all their nieces and nephews to Mexico
That's
to
right.
vacation. So
Love
shout
it.
out to you guys. Enjoy for sure. So that wraps up the first part of today's topic. Yay! All right, that was good. It kind of made me hungry a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Wow.
Because of the food.
For
that
veggie patties?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
What's
Sometimes I like guilty.
really
my
quick?
guilty
What's your
pleasure is
go-to? Like, what do you take if you take something to the barbecue? What are you taking? I usually take a dessert.
If I don't take like cut fruit, I'll take like. I usually take like chips and sauce, like something easy. If I'm not asked to cook, I won't.
Oh, Cynthia, I love you. She says never miss a show, no matter where we at. That's my BFF. That's right. Love you. Myra, what do you bring?
I just play it safe.
And
Like
I don't
if they
go.
want ice, vegetable platter or fruit platter or like I don't know.
So Chris is asking a
Appetizer.
question. Chris says, "What should I bring on Sunday so I can be noticed by a particular someone?" Who are you trying to be
Ooh.
noticed by?
Let's
Did you
see.
invite a
Do you
particular
feel
someone?
like this particular someone likes desserts?
Yeah, find
or,
out what they like.
Savory things. Because
What are some advice? Give him some advice. What should he bring? Wait, first of all, do you know how to cook, Chris?
Yeah.
Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make a special dish, maybe it's like your mom's secret recipe. That's always good. I love when
feel like
people
it's always
bring their
better.
own family
Yeah.
recipes.
You know what always stands out? Like brownies.
Oh, brownies, but they have to be good.
can
They have
fuck
to
those
be
up,
good.
though.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
do
yeah,
that.
fuck
don't
up
fuck up
brownies.
no brownies because they can
No.
be super dry
No.
and
Yeah.
they can be. horrible hard.
But I think
no.
you making food is always going to be like at least
Definitely.
a
That's a
starting
winner.
talking
Yes,
point. Like
that
even
is
if
a
I didn't
winner.
like it, I'd be like, damn,
Or
like I
look,
appreciate
hey,
you trying.
even
to
if
make
you
it.
didn't make them and they look like they're homemade,
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, I made these brownies. They're from they made.
But
them
then
from
you're a
scratch.
liar.
Yeah, that's true.
No, Chris, you don't have to ask her, but you can be like, if you're talking to her, you know her, like find
Yeah,
out what she likes
in conversation.
But if you don't want to do that, this is the perfect thing.
Don't bring just her favorite thing though, because that's a little.
That's why I said brownies is like a safe.
No.
Bring
But
like-
no, I'm saying if she likes sweets, or
Oh,
if she
yeah.
likes
Yes.
side dishes, or if she likes
Side
certain foods,
dishes.
or if she's vegetarian.
Yeah, what if she's like, vegetarian?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Get to know that.
I probably wouldn't ask her.
No, I'm not saying to ask her, but if
Oh.
you're talking to her, you
I would
know
just forget about her.
I'm not saying
Or
that.
if you know somebody
I'm just-
knows her, you should ask that
because
person.
then it seems like you're bringing
Ask
something
her mom.
specific for her when it's a whole cookout.
What am
Well,
I
if he's
missing?
trying to get at somebody, that's sexy.
No, so
somebody trying to get at you.
But
and
see,
you-
he doesn't want to make it seem like
just
he's
kidding.
coming just to impress her. He wants to impress her without making it seem like that, you know.
What if he doesn't know her?
What if I
then?
don't know her?
I think just playing it safe and just like making whatever your heart,
Yeah, it's a
whatever
good
your heart
talking
calls,
point.
make
Listen to
it.
your heart.
And no, whatever you feel like making. If you feel like making some mac and cheese, potato salad, whatever your specialty is, whether it's even just a spinach dip, an
Yeah.
appetizer, just make it.
Those
and
little
if
pigs in a blanket.
Yeah,
Look, but
and
listen,
it's conversation.
but
you could
listen.
just be like, oh, did you try blah blah blah?
Junior is asking the same thing. What should he bring? Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you guys. Let's say these two guys are the type of guys that don't bring anything ever, right? I get it. So if you really want to make a big impression on somebody that's going to be at the same event that you're going to be at, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Here it goes. Hit up your mom or your auntie or your grandma or somebody. Find out like a family recipe and bring that. Or if you don't have a family recipe, you can always go to Pinterest. But usually it's something that if you made it and you're a guy, that's like a turn on. Like wait,
Well, every woman loves a
or
man.
if your
like
mom-
that.
you made
mom
your
made
mom's
that's true.
dip, like
Yeah.
and that's a conversation starter too. Like, oh yeah, I made it, like her spinach dip. It's she makes the best one, and I miss it because I don't live with her anymore, so I wanted to make it, and I made it, and I wanted to share it with my friends. Like those are like things are like golden right there. Like it's a conversation starter. You're trying to make things from like your mom makes that reminds you of her or whatever. Like those are things that you should do.
Or
So
like Maddie said, what if like maybe you had your mom make it? I remember at work, a coworker brought a big Tupperware full of cookies that his mom made, and she lived in like the Bay Area, and they were so good. And I mean, it just left I didn't care about the guy. I mean, the cookies. It's like, damn, they were so good.
Yeah, and you're like,
and
oh, that's
and
a
then
nice
I
guy
remember
because
his
of his
mom.
mom.
I remember him saying his mom made them, and he brought them to work. So I was like, oh, so
Yeah, that's one
that
way to
kinda-
stick out.
see, that makes
See?
See,
Yeah.
and why did that make
Put
you
your
go,
mom to work.
because those cookies was bomb. That's why.
But that didn't make you go,
But the fact that she made them for him to bring to work.
yes.
That he
That
has
was
a
a-
connection.
That means
and a relationship
that means he has
with
a
his
good
mother.
relationship
Yeah.
with his mom.
Exactly. So I mean, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important.
Dang.
Just-
If your mom can't bake, then never mind.
Well, I love a man that can cook, that knows how to work the grill. I love a hardworking
Yeah.
man, and especially if he knows how to work the grill. I don't know what it is about man working the grill and his
I
little
just-
white beater.
yeah.
And, you just sitting behind
Look at
him,
her.
just
She's
watching
painting a
them
picture.
flex,
Damn.
Sweating, huh?
flipping the meat.
Did they have an
Flipping
apron
it.
on? With an apron on?
But if
Yes.
they're vegan guys, then in that case,
You can still
You know.
grill.
Junior
vegan.
wants to know if he brings a cheesecake. Would we like that?
I'm
a
not a
cheesecake.
cheesecake
I like
fan.
I like a good cheesecake.
when you're fucked
Junior,
up,
you gotta make the cheesecake.
no,
No.
what if he just brings
Yeah, it
it?
doesn't matter if you
Go to
make
Porto's.
it, bring it, whatever.
Portos
Ah.
or Marie Callender's.
or
Yeah.
Superior,
You'll impress somebody if you bring Portos.
or Northgate.
That's for
Northgate
sure.
has
Portos
good
is
ones.
always in.
I hear you, Paisa. I'm gonna have to go find another one.
What happened?
He said he's taken.
Yes.
Cynthia said, "Damn right."
You better leave my BFF's hubby alone.
They're funny.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I got you, Cynthia. I got you. No, but seriously, like things like that are a turn on for sure. Like you're
Yes.
trying to do your mom's recipes and stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, DM us the Ladies Night Radio Show on Instagram. But yeah, are you guys going to Eric's at the Get Rights live show this weekend?
Yeah, on
I am.
Sunday, right? Yeah,
Sunday.
I
Oh wait,
think
but
so.
it starts at what time?
We have to be there at 1. The show starts at 2, and then his music video starts, I think, at 4, and
Probably
it ends
not.
at 7.
I'm gonna be there, but I'm just gonna be pushing it. I'm gonna be there though, for
dear.
sure.
I'll
to
probably
show
be there
support.
closer to like 2 or 3. I gotta start report cards, y'all. So
I feel it.
I'll be there
Yeah.
after church for sure.
Yeah.
You know, gotta go get my praise on before I get my craziness
on.
on.
We gotta be there representing for the ladies. Like,
yes, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Just FYI,
Turn up.
We haven't been to any events together, so I really
went
want
to karaoke.
Yes,
Does that count?
Yes, it counts. It counts.
Not really. I mean, it
Ew.
was a.
It does count.
It was bonding, a team bonding. It wasn't just like we were showing up somewhere. This was like team bonding. So I agree with Jackie. What we were, we all wearing the same thing.
I'll try to make it. What time? Is it 2? Starts at 1 or 2?
The live show starts at 2, and I think the barbecue starts at, I want to say, well, it's right after the show. And then he does his music video after that. What time do you get off work?
I don't work Sundays, but Sean has games every Sunday.
Oh, that's right. He started basketball?
Yeah, he's playing basketball.
What time is his game?
His team is undefeated. Hey.
Ladies have to go out there
in the
and
morning,
shout it
or
out.
They're good. No, it's always like either as early as 3 or as late as 6. So
so the afternoon games.
yeah.
That's awesome. Invite us. We will definitely be out there, the ladies.
Do you guys want to come?
I'm always for supporting the youth.
After
Well,
party.
not this Sunday because we have to go to, we're going to the Get Rights live show. And just FYI, ladies, a lot of people have been asking me when we're doing our live show.
Oh.
So I just want to put that in your heads.
We need to find a...
I was thinking the 50th
still have
episode,
warrants.
but
Just
Keith
kidding.
said don't wait for the 50th. Do it like as soon as possible.
Oh, I see.
So just FYI, we're
We'll
going to
have
be
to think
planning
about
our
that.
live show soon to start getting ideas.
Yes.
Live show, live audience.
Excited.
People.
Why are you shaking like that?
Because I'm finally going to be a part of the live show. Last time we did a live
We weren't
show,
hosts.
it was
We weren't
you
co-hosts.
ladies.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
But
but
we were-
I loved and enjoyed what I did.
It
'cause,
wasn't
you know,
a
all
live
the
show. It was
people
more of a
were
remote show.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I can't wait.
was fun.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
It was fun.
Go
And
be
one
a-
of, I
I
don't know
like
if I
having
told
the people. They're cool.
I don't know if I told you guys, but one of the girls that we interviewed is now a part of Kanye West's Sunday service. Her name is Miss Cookie.
I love it.
Miss Cookie.
That's
I remember her.
Yeah.
She's-
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She's one of the people that we interviewed at the event.
Yes.
Like one of the artists.
Yeah.
One of the singers. She's a beautiful voice. Like, she's amazing. Well, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and cut off the barbecue etiquette. If you guys have any questions, please hit us in our DMs.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and jump into the next topic of the night, which is interracial dating. It kind of goes into like the barbecue because we're saying like when
Cultural.
and also when you do take them to the barbecue, like, or the carne asada, like, you know, what kind of vibes you get from your family. What happened? Okay, you can go ahead and turn on the AC, Maria. Because you're dancing too much. You're moving. Like, I need you to sit still and you won't be as hot. Dear Lord. So we're going to jump into the into the next segment, which is interracial dating. But before I do, I want to the reason that I also want to talk about this is because I read a post that somebody posted on Facebook. And if you guys follow the Good News, I did post it on the Good News, but I wanted to say it here too. So I don't want to say too much. His name, but his name is Robert, and he says, "No one will ever make me feel not black because I date a Mexican and I speak Spanish. I've been black my whole life, and that shit ain't gonna stop even after the casket drop. When I was young, I did BMX. I listened to hella rock music, liked wearing DC shoes, and none of that makes me less black. Some of these overly woke people are ridiculous. If I had $1 for every time I was called weird or not black because I don't bump just YG all day, like, bruh, these hands still rated E for everybody." And then he quoted Kanye, "Even if you in a Benz, you still in a coupe," the N-word. And you know, I don't say it. So, you know, that just kind of made me want to talk about like interracial dating, as far as like, I think all of us in here have dated outside our race. If it's like white, Asian, black, Latinos, we've all dated outside of our race. So I wanted to kind of talk about our experiences personally and like what are like, I guess, for people. And 2 of you guys have interracial kids, mixed kids, biracial. Sorry, biracial kids.
I was like, I have kids. No, I'm just kidding.
And so I want to talk about those experiences, kind of the things that like people go through that you probably didn't even realize that you were going to go through until like you guys were already in a relationship or you married or like, you know, until your kids came along.
I feel like a big deal, like just to get you guys onto this topic, is that like you don't realize because you're like, oh, love, everyone is the same, and we're all people, and then it's like once you get into that relationship, you're like, I'm hella Mexican, or I'm hella this, or and you're very much that. Like you notice, like when did you first, or what was one of the times that you noticed like right away, like, oh man, I'm super Mexican?
Or do you sometimes feel like you have to prove that you're Mexican around your family when you bring your partner who is from a different culture.
Yeah.
Because to prove to your tias, like, no, I'm still Mexican. Like, do you, like, kind of like he was saying, like, I'm still black. I don't care if I'm having a Mexican girl or if I talk Spanish or if I'm part of like the culture. I'm still black. Like, I'm still me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like us. Like, at the end of the day, like, I know some of us get like looks or get treated away or like you feel some type of way. Like, you have to prove how Mexican you are just because you're dating outside your race. I feel some of us feel that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah. I feel like I get questioning maybe, or like people that are a little unsure at first, but I think, I don't know, I feel like it's not as bad from my family.
As far as what? Like, what are the questions?
No, it's like the looks or like the conversations, and I feel like that's not like so much my family. I feel like if anything, we get it more when we're out in public.
I think that as when you're not of the race that you're dating, the stereotype is people just trying to find like, oh, see, she's acting black. What is acting black?
Exactly.
Because I've been with Corey since I would say now for about 20 to 23 years. We were married, and of course his ways are going to rub off on me because he's very country.
Yeah.
And my ways are going to rub off on him because he speaks Spanish now.
Yeah.
It's not that you try or you want. This is just the person that you live with 24/7. Like, it's obvious that, you know, it's going to rub off.
Yeah.
Foods, you know, the traditions, all that. So for me, I've always been very Mexican. I was raised by two parents that, you know, come from Mexico, spoke Spanish household. So listened to nothing but Spanish music. I had black friends. I had white friends. I had all...
Yeah. But when did you notice, friends. Like, when was the time that you noticed, like, I'm Mexican and you're not? Like, with things that, like, happen in the house, whether it be, like, remedies, like, something will happen to Nate, I'm like, ponte arnica.
Automatically.
Like, right
away. Of course, automatically. Just, you know, when you start dating. I remember, and, you know, Corey, we were young, but I remember when I was pregnant, I was telling Corey that I couldn't wait until Alexis, my first child, when she spoke Spanish. And he automatically was like, our kid's not going to speak Spanish. And I was like, why? And he was like, because I don't know Spanish. I said, but by the time she started talking, like, of course you're going to speak Spanish, because in reality, you know, when you are around our culture, we mostly speak Spanish. And very easy. Yeah. And, you know, we got into a little discussion, and later on he reflected and apologized, and now, like, he speaks more he's very fluent, more than the girls. Yeah. So it's just, you know, I think at that time was when I was like, damn, like, this is real. Like, it's going to get real because I'm not going to put my guard down and he's not going to put his guard down. So when we did talk about it, we came to a conclusion where we're going to teach our kids you, and we're going to teach our kids me. Even in church. Both of my kids, I baptized them. I did confirmation, first communion, and over at the Baptist religion. And now they are able to make the decision on where they want to go. Yeah. Where do they want to follow? I gave them both of our cultures. And that's how you have to think. I don't think I'm less Mexican. I don't think I'm, you know, want to be nothing. Yeah. I'm me. Yeah. I've always been me. This has always been me. I have not changed, whether in the Latino Mexican community or in now, you know, my African, of course he says I'm not African, but his black culture. I'm always going to be me. This is who I am. Yeah. So I know that it happens outside of me, and I try not to see it. Yeah. And it has happened with both Corey dealing with it with some Latino guys, and with me dealing it with some black girls. Yeah. And it's just something that some people don't like.
But that's what I kind of want to get into is, like, because it doesn't seem to be so much a problem even for our loved ones, right? Because they don't see that. But, like, when you are in an interracial relationship, like, you're out in public, there's a hell of a lot of people who you don't know who still are very much, like, I don't know, ignorant. I don't know, discreet. Because at that point, they know it's wrong and they choose to do it, so that's not ignorance. But, you know, like, you still get those looks. But, like, why does that still happen?
Yeah. Even the conversation when I had it with my dad for the first time to let him know that I was dating out of my race and I was dating a black man, he was not very happy at the beginning. Not because he's racist, because I did say, oh, so you're telling me that you're racist. And he said, no, I'm not racist. I have many black friends. I have, you know, black people I play on my baseball league, in my baseball league. I'm not racist. I just believe that every race should stick with their own because we're all raised raised differently, and at the end of the day, cultures are going to clash. And I said, but that's only if you let it happen. And guess what? When I became pregnant with Alexis, what happened? Cultures clashed. Yeah. And I remembered him telling me this, and I said, no, Maria, you're going to prove your dad right. And we, you know, I communicated.
You can work through it. But they do clash.
They do clash.
That's inevitable.
They do clash. Different upbringings.
So I just really want to quick talk about some statistics that Kosi Googled for us. 17% of marriages today are interracial. 29% of Asians marry outside their race, making them most likely to be involved in interracial dating. And Latinos come in second, with 27% of them marry outside their race. 18% of blacks marry someone of another race. Black men are most likely to do this. 24% of black men marry someone of another race. Women, 12%. And common pairing is Latino and white.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Common pairing?
That's the common pairing, is the Latino and white.
Wow.
I mean, we're just, we're just a little bubble, you know.
In LA.
It's not Mexicans, my people that are listening. It's not Mexican statistics. It's a Latino, and it's a huge demographic.
Yeah, it can be Spanish.
And we're just a little part of it, you know what I mean? But
that's true. That's very true.
Nationwide, I see it.
I wonder if there's trends. I wish we could look up the statistics for like the trends. Like have the interracial marriages increased, or is it like trending towards stepping away? Because there's a lot of fetishizing of like exotic babies, or like everyone's like, oh, I want a mixed baby now. Like
that is the most annoying thing to me. I hate when people say that.
What?
Like, oh,
like that mixed baby's so cute.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just want to have a mixed baby. Like, what the hell? Why would you just get with someone just to try to have a mixed baby?
I know, that's horrible.
I hate that. That's to me just the most annoying thing.
So I have a question for you guys. I'm trying to think where she left it off. What are
you talking about the trends or the statistics?
Thinking of the time we live in, do you think being in an interrelationship no, that's not it. Does dating outside your race make you less than, as if you don't appreciate your own culture? That's actually is like something that people, when they see an interracial couple, that's like the number one thing that most people think. If it's for Latinos, thinking for Latinos, or the African American community, thinking for the African community, it's like you don't appreciate your own culture. That's why you're dating outside your race. Do you guys agree with that?
I do not agree with that.
Absolutely.
What happened, Kosi? Talk to me.
I don't agree with that because, I mean, just speaking as a black woman, like my experience is not going to be the same as the black women next to me. I mean, I love being black, but I'll admit, like, I'll date a white person. I'm gonna cook some asada and I'm gonna wear a dashiki at the same time. Like, I love being within I can be within my culture and like still be secure. And I mean, just because you date outside your race doesn't mean that you don't appreciate who you are. Like you love who you love, you like who you like. Like, you can still be yourself and you can still be appreciative of your own culture.
That's true. Yeah.
I do, not devil's advocate, but like there are people out there though, like that have that sort of like a narrative where like they don't date their own race because they truly don't appreciate their own, and they tend to look down on it, right? We had that huge episode where there's certain men who like don't date, black women, or there's certain men that don't want to date, if they're Latinos, they don't want to date Latinas, they like fetishize othering. And that has to come from something. That has to come from you not appreciating your own culture, who you are. Like, you can have your preferences. We did talk about that already, but for you to be anti your own culture. But I think that that's where people run their mouth too much when they see interracial relationships, because they assume that that's the reason. And it's like, oh, it's like because she doesn't love her Latina side, that's why she's dating this guy. But it's like, well, first of all, what's it to you? Second of all, like, that's not the truth there. And it's like you shouldn't approach people or other people's relationship with that sort of energy. Like, you don't have to come to me negatively because you think something about me that's not even true.
Right.
So let's speak specifically about us, since we're the ones here in the room, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe we can share our experiences with people.
I do want to share that. Really quick, I'm going to jump in the chat box real quick because there's some people in there. Javi says, I'm not racist, but I would prefer my kids get with Latinos, but however, they fall in love with whoever they fall in love with is up to them, and that doesn't make you racist. I think that's just probably like your preference or whatever. And I get it. That's
your
most
comfort.
That's that's comfort. It's because what you know, and it's just what you understand. Whatever it is, like
it's also you want to kind of keep your culture and your generation going.
Yeah,
customs.
And
it is different.
So it doesn't make you racist. You're not a racist. I know you personally. You're not racist. It's just what you prefer. But at the same time, you are saying like whoever they end up falling in love with, that's up to them.
Right.
But you would prefer that they stay within the Latino community. I get it. I mean, most of our parents probably would have wanted that too.
Yep. Absolutely.
And Kathy says, as a Latina married to a güerita, I have been blessed that she is open to me sharing my culture with her. She's been open about trying our food, and she's even adapted it in her cooking. I think for us, the hardest part is the scrutiny from the outside. That comes all the times, Kathy. Like literally, no matter what, you're always going to have people that look at you sideways, side-eyed, and just not appreciate you guys. And more for you, more for more levels, not just the different cultures.
And I think for her, she may be criticized probably more specifically because she's with a white woman.
Especially at these times.
White people are probably looking at her a certain way, or looking at her wife a certain way. Like, why would you stoop down like that? Or something?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the racist, closed-minded.
But they live in San Francisco, so I don't think it's that bad there. I want to think, but I've never lived there, so I can't say. But
we gotta go.
I know we have to make a trip. We gotta make a trip and do a show in San Francisco, so Kathy can be with us. Shout out to Kathy. We love you, Kathy.
Yeah,
just if you guys didn't know, and you guys have the Good News app open, the icon that you see, that was created by Kathy. So shout out to her. She is on Instagram. You guys can find her
picture.
She does a lot of work. Yes, the homie who doodles. That's her name. You guys can go ahead, just the way it sounds. The homie who doodles.
She makes me want to get that haircut.
I know. She makes it look so good and like easy and cute. And then also I wanted to read another comment by Carmen. One of the hardest thing I think in a interracial relationship is it might be once you have a child and how people view children. Is that something that you and Myra and Maria have experienced?
What was the question?
Think about them in school.
She says one of the hardest thing I think in an interracial relationship, it might be once you have a child and how people view your children.
You know, when adults, especially, I would say women in general, see my girls, or from when they were little all the way up until now, the biggest thing that they always do is touch their hair. Oh my God, their hair is so pretty. They're so beautiful. I mean, I just believe that interracial kids, period, are beautiful. You know, like all kids, of course, are beautiful. However, let's be honest, like it's something about just like black mixed with Latino, black mixed with Asian, black mixed with white. Like you have to give it down. The hair, the skin tone that comes with it, it's just beautiful. I think that.
Look, I mean, I'll be the first one to say not all of them are cute. No,
no,
I don't care what. Like, I mean,
y'all so wrong.
No, I'm just saying because it's not just a black kid mixed with, or a black mixed with something makes them prettier, or
like
you know
I said,
I mean?
all
but
kids are beautiful,
yeah.
but the skin tone. Go ahead, Kosi. I'm sorry.
But that's what people believe, and that's what the whole term like mixed babies. I want to have a mixed baby.
See,
it's because
that,
you mix it with black people, and they're like, oh, like it's
I think
very like
that's true.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you know, a fetish or something that people just want. You know what I mean? Like all children are beautiful. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
Okay, Myra.
All children matter.
All children matter. I think a big thing though with
Get
having like kids and not being like, I mean, you guys have beautiful children and they're much older, adulthood, some of them, but it's like for me, I start thinking about my future, and I almost worry about my kids being somebody in the education like field. You see how really things like that affect them, the way they're treated by teachers, the way they're treated by even like, let's take it there, cops. Like you have to have that sense of like, damn, my kids, who even though I may be shades lighter than them, are going to experience life in a much different way because their skin tone is darker than my own. So I know my kids are not going to experience life like I did.
Two things. One, my kids I've experienced it with my kids through school because they've gone to all Latino schools, all black schools, and they've had it in both. So when they were young, it was hard for them to, I want to say to Jackie, correct me if I'm wrong, to find themselves or to like, they had like a complex. They had a complex with each other, with themselves when they were younger because they started off in an all black school. and then I switched them when I went to Aspire because I want them closer, and it was all Latino school. So in both schools,
identity.
yes,
It's an identity
yes,
thing because
like,
you realize like I'm not
it
all this,
didn't
and I'm
fit
not
here,
all
they
this.
didn't fit there.
But they realize they fit anywhere.
But they also got bullied a little bit from
Yes.
both nationalities.
yeah,
That's
because
what
they're
I'm
not
saying.
Latina enough for the Latina.
And they're
They
not
had it
black
in both
enough.
sides.
They think they're because black girls would go up to them and be like, "Oh, you think you're pretty because you're light skin or your hair and this and
Yeah.
that."
And then Latinas are just like, you don't look Latina.
You don't
Like,
look
what do you mix
Latina,
with?
exactly.
Yeah.
So they literally got it from both both of cultures, which kind of put them in a complex.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, we had to have so many conversations with them. All you can do is talk to them about it. But at the end of the day, like it's becoming more common. So luckily, like it doesn't have to be that bad on everybody anymore. Like it's becoming more common, so more people are going to be able to talk and relate to it. So
I feel like right now though it's hard because there's such an influx. There's such a huge amount of mixed babies because of everything. Right, the world is more quote unquote progressive. That's fake news, but the world is more progressive. There's more interracial marriages, I think, more than ever in history. So there's
Yes.
more interracial children being born. So there's a huge demographic of interracial children who, like your kids, do feel lost because there's still no, program for them. We're still following a curriculum based for white people. We're still in schools that benefit certain types of people. So kids that are both are always straddling the fences. Like, am I an English learner or am I an African American student who needs these services? Like, you're
Yeah.
always being classified. You're always being
You'll
classified.
always be classified.
I want to jump into the chat box real quick. Kathy says it's most definitely been a challenge for us, but I feel like it's made us stronger and just love each other more. We continue to grow every day. Moni says my sister's ex-husband is Samoan and cultures for sure clash. So Moni, I don't know if you heard when our friend Filetti was here. He's Tongan, and he actually talked about like their culture differences from us, and in his specifically in the Tongan culture, how women have so much control over the families. So literally, like let's say you started dating a Tongan man. His sisters would have control over your kids. And he talked about how women literally lead the families in his culture. And I kind of liked it. I like that the women had that type of control.
Not as the wife.
Not as the wife, you wouldn't like it. But if you're the
Because
sister, I feel like you would
That
love
I
it.
would. I'd be all over it. I said, come
I
here.
said what I said.
So, yeah, I
The
feel you on
sister
that.
still, like being a woman in that culture, you have the upper hand as a sister, but when
not
you're
as
a
a wife.
you still have to.
He did say that.
conform.
He did say that
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of still like for them to deal with, even for the women who are Tongan.
And that's sad on the guy's part because I'm sure they go through a lot of relationships.
They're probably, yeah.
They have to stay within their culture. They have to. 'cause
Not necessarily, but
it takes a lot
strong
of a
woman,
woman, yes,
yeah,
to put up with all
to
that.
put up with all that.
But then that makes me wonder, like, why wouldn't a strong
And I'm a
man
strong
need
woman,
that?
and I'm a strong woman. I'm not putting myself down. I'm very strong. I'm submissive.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why do
man.
you have to be stronger
But
than he is?
When
Why
it
can't
comes
he
to
assimilate?
somebody else coming to guide my household, like I'm an alpha female. I can't have that.
So Carmen says that my nephew is half Latino, half Caucasian, and he looks more white than Latino. But when a Latino person hears Guerrero as his last name and his Spanish isn't perfect, the judgment comes.
Yes.
I feel you on that comment, Carmen, because I feel like when even like it's so funny because non-Latino people have told me and asked me like, are you sure you're Mexican because you don't sound Mexican? I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
hate
it's the way
that.
you talk. And I was like, well, Mexicans talk like this too. And they're like, no, but you don't have an accent. I was like, well, not all Latinos have accents. Like that's what I hate too when they say like when you talk white and they relate that to proper English. Like just because I'm speaking like proper or I'm saying the right words or I'm enunciating correctly doesn't mean I'm freaking like, not I talk white. Like this is how Latinos sound too.
Yeah.
And my story is a little different. I was raised by my siblings, not really my parents, but like at the end of the day, like that kind of gave me a complex like that I wasn't Mexican enough. I get it. I'm pocha. If you don't know what pocha means, that's kind of like what they tell Latinos who
And that's
are like
okay.
white. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I am. So what? But like I'm still Mexican. You're not going to say I'm not
Doesn't take
Mexican
your Mexican
enough.
card away.
So like when I first read that comment from, Robert when he said that he's it doesn't mean he's not black enough because he dates a Mexican girl and he talks Spanish.
Yeah.
I felt that because I'm like, dude, I feel it too. Like sometimes I feel like people try to make me feel like I'm not Mexican enough because I sound quote unquote white. Like I hate that. I hate it so much. But at the end of the day, I've learned that I'm who I am, and that's it. And
that's
you're
all.
not gonna define who I am.
Sure.
I know who I am. I'm Mexican. I talk the way I talk. I am the way I am. I hang out with the people I hang out with.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make me any less Mexican than you just because you listen to rancheras every day. I'm sorry. That's just me. And so I wanted to go in the comments real quick. I forgot there was more. Junior says, doesn't mean you're racist if it's just that if you date somebody in your race, there's nothing that needs to be explained. We're on the same page. So, that's your preference. It's not like you're saying, I hate this race. I'm only, it just means that's your preference. Everybody has a preference. Ron says, I've only been with one non-white woman. She was a Canadian, First Nations, sort of like a very North Latino. We had fun.
North Latino.
What the fuck is a North Latino?
I wish you could call in. Ron, call in right now. The number is 323-900-0478. I'm gonna put it on here.
know.
I want to talk to you so bad.
I'm going to tell you the word of the Lord.
Remember, he's from Canada, so maybe it explains that in Canada. I don't know, but he says I've only been with.
We don't really know where he's from.
He's from Canada.
I was just gonna add, but okay, one thing is from Canada, but where the hell are you really from, Ron?
Right, where did you come from?
What is your roots?
Where's he from?
Kathy says it's not that I don't appreciate it; it's just that it's not for me. And then Moni says depends on the person, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's just everybody has their own experiences. She said something more.
But I think you do have to at least acknowledge their differences. Like when you meet that person, like you can't just escape all that other stuff. Like whether you wanted to go to the posadas, whether you wanted to go to those baptisms every freaking weekend, like you have to acknowledge that those things are happening and they are your partners, so they should come with you.
Yeah,
I just think that.
Do you ever prepare them for like?
Hell yes. The first every event, I'm like, this is gonna be there. Like, say hi to these people because it is cultural. Like, not everybody's culture. You got to greet every freaking person in the room. So like when we get ready to leave, I'm like, I'm giving you a 20-minute notice.
Oh, Ron, this better be you, love.
What's that area code?
Just answer.
I'm trying.
It's 310. It's your phone number.
Jeez. Hello, this is Jackie, Mysterious Jax from Ladies Night Radio. Who are we talking to?
Hello, Jackie.
Hi, who's this?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
This is Ronald.
Ron!
We knew it.
He's alive. He's real.
Hey, Ron.
You're a real person. You're not an automated computer over here.
Yeah, we don't have bots.
Oh, well, not at all. I've never been a computer in my lifetime, ever.
Did you get your good news shirt?
I did. Thank you very much.
Did it fit you?
I have been trying to get down to get it printed because I'm trying to send emails, but none of my links are working or to send you the picture. But I can print it, and I'm going to mail it to you.
Okay, you can always email it too if you want.
Yeah, whatever you
He's
feel,
he's
Ron.
trying, but it
It's
wasn't
not
working.
Okay, well, Ron, tell us, where exactly are you from? We finally get to talk to you, Ron.
Yes, Ron.
Okay, well, you all must know where North Dakota is.
Yes.
And Montana.
Yes.
Oh, good old Montana.
Good old.
You sent me the mail. It's in Saskatchewan.
Yes.
North of Minot. I'm about 300 kilometers or 300 miles north of Minot, North Dakota.
Okay.
A city called Regina.
So you dated a
Wait,
girl
did
that
you say
lives...
Regina?
I said Regina.
Oh,
yeah, it's
Regina.
named after Queen Victoria. That was her middle name.
Maybe Regina, but like Regina.
Yeah, it's pronounced Regina here
Regina.
for some reason.
Okay.
I don't
So how
know.
did you meet her?
A bunch of farm hicks that don't know how to pronounce the word properly.
Oh, damn.
You are ready on Friday night. The criticism. I love
Gave me
it.
that low
It's okay.
key.
He can say
The
that, right?
shade. That's a lot of shade right
Low
there.
key.
You
I'm
can-
sorry. I just didn't understand.
all
right.
the shade you want.
So what is a North? A North
Latino.
Yeah, what's a North Latino? We want to know.
Okay.
What do they?
I'm just
Who are
saying that,
they?
okay, that way back in the days, of course, 10,000 years ago, everybody walked down from Canada or from Alaska, from Europe or anywhere down the coast. We have Mexican people, obviously, and there's people in the United States, obviously, and there's Canadians, and there are northern, I'll say, brown people. They're all connected to some way or the other.
Yeah, that's
right.
True.
The people in Mexico are kind of related to the Inuit people. They live up in the Arctic, right?
Right. Okay.
Maybe they migrated there. I wonder if they're still as crazy as the Southern
Latinos,
So, Ron, maybe I missed it, but what is your nationality?
Yeah, or ethnicity.
Your ethnicity, however what is it?
He's Canadian.
I'm told I'm Irish.
Oh, okay.
Irish Are you a redhead?
That's very cultural.
There's
a lot of culture there.
Not really red, but a little bit when I was younger.
Okay. I'm just trying
Right,
to. I'm
but
just trying to
sort of,
picture you, Ron.
English, I guess, from Britain.
Okay.
I was adopted. I don't even know who my mom and dad are.
Oh, you have. I feel like you have a great story, Ron.
Oh, we should bring you on the show.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
We can't fly you out on our private jet yet, but
so you were raised in Canada.
Yeah, born in Calgary.
Oh, okay.
If you ever heard of the Calgary Flames hockey team or Calgary Stampede? Yeah.
I only know the Dodgers, Ron.
That's
how you know where I'm from.
Yeah, I don't know anything else but the Dodgers, Lakers, and the Kings.
That's it.
Ron, I have a quick question for you. I've always been wanting to know this, Ron. How did you find our show?
Oh, that's a good question.
How did you come across
I've been on Spreaker with another show. It's called Spaced Out Radio. He's on, right about now, actually.
Uh-oh, you're late, Ron.
That's why you've been bouncing off around 9:30.
He's just starting it up. But I've been on Spreaker for almost 5 years now.
Oh, okay.
And I just kind of randomly bounce around and see what happens.
And you came across us.
Miracles happen all the time.
You saw Ladies Night. You said, let's see what this is about.
You're trying to sneak into our
And Ron,
Ladies
so
Night?
what do you think about our show?
It's crazy. We're crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is
why doesn't he say something individually about all of us?
No, let's not.
Oh my gosh, no. I only like compliments, Ron. I don't like negative stuff.
And do you have social media, Ron? Do you see us?
He only has Twitter. He told us before. He only has Twitter.
We need to get a Twitter.
I have Skype.
Don't be hitting on my questions. You already asked yours.
I want to hear, what does he think about the show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You didn't get to answer the show. Okay. What do you think about it, and where can we work on it? Because you hear a lot of podcast shows, I'm sure.
Don't say mute me.
Yeah, mute Maria for sure.
Well, I like the fact that you guys are actually live radio.
Yeah, I love that too.
Same.
That's my big point. I do not like listening to any old podcast.
Yeah.
If it's not live, basically in front of me, I could give a crap about it. I'm not going to listen to a 30-year-old podcast, that somebody popped up there from 1984, right?
And
I want to hear what's happening with people today.
So how are we doing? How are we
keeping you informed?
Oh, you guys are fun.
Hey!
You guys, like it's free your mind.
Free your mind.
Look, Ron,
the rest will follow.
You guys can do what you want, and that's the great thing about it.
And Ron,
thank you, Ron.
That's the great thing I love about Spreaker.
Ron, you have to listen.
There's no real, like the Federal Communications can't tell you how to do your show.
Right, this is an independent show.
If you want to say,
we'll talk about the government.
F and shit and all that, you can, and you're not going to have to delete it or anything,
Yeah. You're forever going to be on this.
It's out there. This is the future of radio, I'm sure.
It is. Hey,
thank you for agreeing with us.
Commercial radio, I can understand it's there still, of course, but a lot of people just don't know about internet radio.
Yeah, it's so convenient.
Well, Ron, we
Right.
really appreciate you
But
calling
I don't
in.
want to see you guys having a ton of commercials, but that might be
Oh yeah, for
something that-
ads. Or
that
something.
might be
might
the
have to
future.
happen.
Yes, for us to keep running the Good News radio station. Yes, that is in our future. You know already, Ron. You know the
Wow,
game.
But we promise not to be so annoying with 20-minute commercials.
And you make sure you still
Oh,
follow
yeah.
us,
Quality
Ron.
products only.
Follow us.
Ron,
Well,
thank
that's
you.
like one show that's on AM radio. It's a late night radio. It's 3 hours program, but it's a full 1 hour of commercials.
Oh,
Every
dang.
every 6 minutes,
Oh,
it's
no.
3 minutes of commercials.
Oh, that's too much.
No,
So
no.
Technically, it's 2 hours of radio, but it's a 3 hour show.
We won't ever do that to you.
Ron, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate you. Every time you're in the chat box, you're always fun, and you communicate with us, and we just love it. Howie's giving you a shout out because he's really into hockey too. He named a lot of hockey players that I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you read those when you get back into the chat. Thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
You gotta send some Raptors love up here to Canada.
Hey, always.
Because
We're gonna have to plan a Canada trip out there.
We're a SoCal team
Yeah.
over here, so
I know. So we don't really care who wins.
Golden State has had their run.
Yeah.
It's Toronto's first time.
they can do it.
Let's
We'll keep
see 'em
praying
do
for
it.
you guys.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I low-key want them to win.
Probably gonna take it, but
I mean, I low-key want the Raptors to win, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll keep you posted.
All right, ladies.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Bye,
Thank you,
Ron.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so
again.
much for listening.
Bye.
Oh my God, we just had Ron call in. Shout out to Ron.
Oh, you guys knew who Ron was.
No.
I thought somebody knew Ron.
No, he just...
he's
told
been a
us.
loyal
Consistent,
listener.
yeah.
He's been a
told
loyal
us.
listener for
Yes,
sure.
He told us.
Oh, Ron, that's cool. But you know what? That's such a good point. Like, there's probably people out there, like a huge market of people who want to listen to things that are happening in the world from different perspectives, but they
Yes.
don't want to listen to the radio with 100 commercials and
Definitely.
songs they don't probably care about.
Dang.
Hey.
Hey.
And
The
our
future.
neighbor too, she was so excited. She was like, "Where do I have to go to listen?" When we walked out, and I was like, "Look, the new Good News Radio show."
That's
She
so
was like,
dope.
"Okay," and I was like, "Yeah, just click on the live stream."
Well, that pretty much wraps up today's
That
topic.
was amazing.
That was so cool. We finally got to talk to Ron from Canada. Shout out to him and everybody in the chat box. We see you. You guys have just made our night. You guys just made us break a record. We literally hit and passed the 300 mark. We're almost at 400 comments. So shout out to all of the Ladies Night listeners. We love you. We appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Like, thank you guys so much for always tuning in. Before we go out, we always have to end the night with Myra's question of the night. So Myra, can you please tell us what the question of the night is? What the hell
No
is
way.
that?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yes.
Huh,
Hey,
huh.
hey.
Hey. What?
Break it, break it.
What? Maria's gonna be twerking on Sunday.
Work.
back.
Oh, old people twerk.
Hey, old people twerk. She's gonna have the cane ready to go.
Here. Donate.
Cool.
All right, we ready for your question, Mira?
Okay, mine's pretty simple. What? Then guess this is for all of us and people in the chat. Can
Yes,
answer
everybody.
too.
It's a question for everybody.
Okay.
Question of the night.
Out of all of us here, do any of you guys have a hidden talent?
What's your hidden talent?
What is your hidden talent?
My hidden talent?
PG.
Nigga, it's not even
Yes, Lord gave me this ability to.
Hold on.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, let her put her earphones in. I just gave her my
gosh.
phone. She's gonna YouTube.
So
Let's start with someone who wants to
Myra's mini me is here. Nadia, shout out to Nadia for always joining the ladies. She is awesome. She is definitely part of the ladies group, but sometimes
Yes.
we got to put her headphones in because ladies can get a little cray up in here, especially crazy
A
Maria.
hidden talent.
So
Hurry
hidden
up, girl.
Does
talent.
being tall count as a talent?
Kosi, did you hear Myra's question of the night? Okay, we're gonna start with you. Are you ready? What's your hidden talent, girl?
I don't think I have one.
You do.
Everybody has something. What are you really good at and nobody knows that you're really good at it?
That's why she don't want to tell nobody.
Don't be keeping the goodies to
I'll go
yourself.
last. Because I don't want to share. Y'all ain't sharing. I'll come up with something else.
Oh my God.
Hey, yeah. Leave nobody else.
All right, who's gonna share? Who's sharing first?
I feel like I can share. I feel like my hidden talent, even though it's damn. No, mine's pretty basic. I would say in
Is
LA.
that for me?
Which one?
Chris.
What do you say?
I feel like I can somewhat a little slightly sing. You trying to say I can't sing?
I think you're the only one.
Why are y'all staying quiet?
Damn,
I just say no.
I'm leaving. I already started my car.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Let me just say mine before y'all get nasty. Okay, so mine is pretty basic in LA. I feel like I learned how to roll a plant from the earth, a blunt, y'all. At like, I learned how to do it very quickly, probably in one day from watching YouTube videos, and I'm actually really good at it. Like people say, like, oh, I can roll, and that's not true. Like, look at people's pictures. But I think that's my hidden talent. If like anywhere I go, I'm willing and ready to just throw down. Yeah, I'll roll for you. Now we're ready for yours.
I feel I'll go next because I feel like Maria's crazy. So mine's not that crazy.
I'm not
I'll go
crazy
next.
if you guys don't crazy. So
I mean, I got X-rated talents, but this talent the talent I'm gonna share right now is I'm really proud of this. I feel like if the Olympics had something for this, I would sign up because I'm amazing at this.
What?
You guys want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gift wrapping?
Actually, I was pretty good at that too. But no, actually, Irma beats me at that. Parallel parking. I am the master of parallel parking. I have bitch, you can and I can go outside right now because nobody is coming at me with this. I'm parallel parking. I'm a one take, boom, in there, done it with pressure of the traffic coming. I'm in there. Let's swimwear. I am so good at parallel parking.
I'm like,
I'm better at parallel parking than I'm at regular parking. Like if it's a whole space, I take forever. If it's a parallel parking, it's a one in and done. Yeah. I am that good at parallel parking. Damn. I will parallel park anybody out of here. Just
I feel like I'll take a good.
That's my talent for sure.
You're driving.
Let's go. Kathy says Jackie's go down in San Francisco. I can do it in San Francisco. You don't understand. I've done it on Santa Monica streets where there's one lane. I got traffic behind me. It's a one done deal up in here. I'll do it on a hill. I'll do it over everywhere. Let's go.
Yeah, you be parallel parking where you're not supposed to in front of a fire hydrant.
Ron said lady shaving.
Oh, he shaves ladies.
Okay.
Oh, he said out of
didn't
talent.
think about that.
I took it as that. He shaves the ladies. You make designs. You do stars. You do trees.
Are you doing like a taper fade on their legs?
Paisa said, ask my wife, and then he said, give a girl cherry stem, and I'll show you a pro. LOL.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We want pictures.
Right. I want to see it.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
You did it yourself? She really saw Jackie reaching over to the music box. She's like,
she really sounds like them.
She's getting good at the comment.
Yes, she is.
All right, Maria, your turn. Your turn, Maria.
Well, since everybody going to keep it PG.
You do yours.
No, I'm not.
Do it.
I would like to judge someone
Nadia
tonight.
put her earphones in already. Nope. I gave her my phone for
nothing.
Go first. For nothing?
Okay, I'll let you two go first.
Well, Cozy hasn't gone either.
That's why I said I'll let you two go first.
All right.
I guess mine are pretty simple, but that a lot of people don't know. I can braid hair really well. Like I can hook it up. I just don't like to.
Why don't you ever braid my hair then?
I can crip walk.
We're gonna see it on Sunday.
I am really good. Yeah.
Hey, we're doing it right now. Actually, I'm gonna
have to dust off my blue chuck.
No, I'm gonna do it right now. Let's go.
We're not doing it. It's a hidden talent for a reason.
No, if you calling it, girl, you better show me.
We want to see.
Are we gonna? You gonna show us yours?
Yes.
No,
Luther Van.
Look like Luther Van.
Okay, come on.
All right, Cozy's next.
I don't have one.
Oh, Cozy, you do have a talent.
I can't think of anything right now.
All right.
Tell them that talent you do with your.
Hey, this is.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my gosh, so aggressive.
Hey, Cozy, what's your hidden talent?
All right. Well, since we're gonna keep it PG, let me tell you real quick. That's not Italian, but we're gonna keep it PG. So I'm just gonna let you guys on the Good News Radio Show let you know that I am an amazing griller. I can grill the shit out of gas or how you say carbon?
Carbon?
No.
Coal?
Cabron. Yeah, see? Why are you trying to make fun of me?
Carbon is an actual, element.
No. Cabron.
Can I have a freaking sound effect for cabron?
You're like, ¿qué?
¿Qué?
And then I can also be your getaway card.
That's a hidden talent?
Yes, I can dip out on somebody. Oh,
and hit all the cars on the way.
You want to say that your hidden talent is
parallel parking? That is a talent. Not anybody can do that.
You know what else is a talent?
You don't even have a hidden talent.
I'll tell you another thing. I'm a awesome LA driver. Like, I know all the shortcuts. I'm gonna tell you this.
Down the list.
That sounds crazy.
No. I'm gonna tell you this. If like, I don't even take the freeways. I just know my way around everywhere without even I don't even need to pull up the map to know how to get somewhere.
You're like geographically aware.
Thank you, Anna. Charcoal.
I'm very geographically aware of everything.
Charcoal, yeah.
You over here talking
about coal. I thought you were being bad and Santa brought you that, all right?
That still doesn't make sense.
That laugh, Jack.
Okay, I need to stop. I hate you guys so much, but I hate that I have to leave the show. We got to wrap it up, you guys. I can be here all night, but I know you guys will get tired of our asses. I love you guys, though. Hey, so go ahead, give out your quick plug out, your Instagram, wherever, and say goodbye.
All right, me first. Thank you for tuning in with us, y'all. We love and appreciate your comments on Fridays. We look forward to this. You're the highlight of our week. Hopefully you continue to enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. My name is Madi, and it's Madi on the mic. Madi.onthemic at IG. Follow me. See what's up.
Myra.
Hey, guys. Happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in. And my IG is Meerah8, MEERAH, and the number 8 for Kobe.
Hey.
And go Lakers.
I just want to say that Friday nights are the things that I look forward to.
You got to warn me.
My Monday through Thursday, and please let me know if this little heifer muted me because I can't hear me.
You're fine.
But Monday through Thursday is so stressful at work and just so much work, especially because we're testy right now. But Fridays, I let loose. I enjoy all of you guys. Check me out. I'm on Instagram, Chabelita me with the B as in boy.
What if they don't know how to spell Chabelita?
C as in cat, H as in Harry, A as in apple, B as in belly, ELI, T as in Tom, A as in apple.
Oh
M
my God. Are we doing the alphabet here?
Just like sending out warning signals or what?
Everybody's in their own little world.
Just do at Crazy Maria. How about that? Just change your Instagram name.
Yeah, change it to
Crazy Maria.
That would be a new plug. Not this one. This one, that would probably be the plug that
make a new page.
Selective.
Make a new page.
Okay,
Make a new
page coming soon.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe
Thank you.
not, but yes. We love you. We love you.
Okay, you done? You took forever. Follow
Come
the girls.
on, Myra, I gotta go.
She already went. You took forever. So I'm gonna shout out Kosi. She stepped out to the restroom. Follow her at Call Me Miss Grant on Instagram. And follow me at mysterious.jax. And also follow at the Good News Radio. So make sure you guys follow us and also follow the Ladies Night Radio Show. We're trying to get to 500 followers. So if you guys can, go ahead and tag your friends. Share us with your homies. Tell them to follow us. We're a fun show. I know we need to post more. We're going to, but get us to 500 followers at least. How about that?
Yeah.
So thank you for spending your Friday night with us. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough.
We love you. Have a great weekend. Safe trip.
Y'all are crazy. I cannot take y'all anywhere.
Move had a cold glass too, you know it. Word, girls at the picnic preparing the food. The sky was clear and the weather was
almost.
Kids
Hey,
at the playground
now we
playing
are.
on the merry-go-rounds. All the